What's up guys, NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. On the screen, you can see the team. I've made some changes. I switched Casemiro out to the right centre mid, James Rodriguez in at central centre mid and Modric at the left centre mid. I did this because I felt Casemiro was just getting in the attacking situations a bit too much. And, usually I have Costa there in my BPL team and he scores a lot of goals for me. So I thought, what am I doing? Why have I got Casemiro there? And put James Rodriguez there so he can be involved in attacking play. And it seemed to do alright throughout these 10 games. I'd just come off the back of a bad 10. 5 wins, 5 losses. I decided as well that through playing throughout those 10 games, that one of the biggest problems for me was Gareth Bale wasn't getting involved enough. And when he was getting involved, because he's coming in off that right-hand side, cutting across goal, I was either forced to move him onto his left foot, which was easy to read and was costing me goals, or I was forced to use his right foot, which as well was costing me goals. So what I started doing is through the games, I started switching Ronaldo and Bale around, pausing it as soon as I even remembered or as soon as I needed to. Paused it, swap Ronaldo and Bale around, so have Bale at left forward on that left foot and Ronaldo at right forward on that right foot. And that brings me to one of those things where I sit there and think, if chemistry gets locked at 10 chem, and I can pause it in-game and switch them around, what's the point? Why not just let me play them in those positions in the first place and get the 10 chem? You know what I mean? Why are you forcing me to pause the game and switch them? I don't understand. What I would propose is that once you submit a team, I guess, so you press start to go for a game, and then you get to change things around with all chemistry being locked in as it is, so you don't have to pause it to do that kind of thing. Because I understand, the specifications of the weekend league. I understand chemistry and stuff. I don't necessarily think chemistry should be in the game, but there are so many exploits around it. Like, what do people do if someone wants to use Griezmann in a BPL team? They'll just start some randy striker that they don't care about, pause the game at kickoff, sub Griezmann on, job done. I know he only gets 6.25 chemistry, but that's still plenty of chemistry. You know what I mean? That's still really, really good. So I don't understand on that one why that's happening. But anyway, it paid dividends for me, guys. The first 10 games we played on Friday, I was 9 wins, 1 loss. That 1 loss was a DC loss. And I was pretty salty about that. And then when I started playing on Saturday, I won 5 and lost 5. And once again, Saturday just screwed me. As per usual, Saturdays were just screwing me. But this games, I played 5 of these late Saturday and 5 of these on Sunday. And we ended up getting 9 wins again, 1 loss again. And again, the 1 loss was a DC loss. I'm not overly disappointed because with that batch of 10 games yesterday, that 5 wins, 5 losses, I put myself in a really bad position to get elite. But I've pulled myself back out of that bad position. I'm up to 23 wins and 7 losses. We need 6 wins from 10 games. I'll be very upset if I can't get that. It's literally a situation where I could win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, win. That's all I need to do. You know what I mean? I could afford to drop 4 games out of 10. I'll be very upset if I don't get to elite now for this week. So that's where we're at with that. But anyway, guys, I've got some comments from the previous video, as per usual. Some great ones again. Gabe Cardella says, "Hey Nep, would you ever consider playing more games on Friday for Foot Champs? My reasoning behind this is because you usually do pretty well on Fridays and your success begins to level off on Saturday. As well, this early success would give you stronger mentality moving forward into the weekend. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, just wondering if you should try this." Definitely, dude. I've always had it in the back of my mind that Saturdays have been a tough day for me. And it's not, I don't know if it's Saturdays necessarily or if it's the mid-games. Because it's just happenstance that I play my games from around game 12 to 15 all the way up to around game 25 to 30. I always happen to play that batch of games on Saturday. So my mentality is, it's either Saturdays that cause me problems, maybe there's just too many people on the servers, maybe I'm just not focused enough, I don't know, whatever reason. Alternatively, it could be that batch of games is a problem. So this weekend, we played on Saturday, we didn't do very well, so next weekend league, on Friday, I'm going to see if I can get 20 games done on Friday, take Saturday off of Foot Champs, and then get 20 games done on Sunday. I think that'll be my plan, and then on the Saturday I can play on the pack only account and go from there and see what changes. Because if I do have better results, then great, and I'll stick to doing that. But if I don't have better results, then I won't stick. I'll just carry on doing it as I am and try and figure out a different way as to, you know, what's going wrong and why. Nobody inactive says, anyone here just watch because they've effed up by doing an SBC and messing up and just can't wait to do FIFA 18. I see a lot of thumbs up on this comment, and I thought to myself, like, if you're literally like giving up on FIFA now, you're missing out, man. You could start a brand new account today and you could still enjoy this game thoroughly. I mean thoroughly. You gotta remember, dude, the best part of the year, in previous years anyway for me, has always been Team of the Season. I've got a good feeling that Team of the Season this year is going to be exceptional. With SBCs, with all the things that EA put in the game, with Weekend League, with reward packs. Team of the Season this year, and with the amount of upgrades they've been giving to people, I think Team of the Year is going to be just phenomenal. You know, I genuinely can't wait. I think it's going to be great. By the way, guys, I think this is a game I disconnected from. This is the opponent I came up against. We didn't even get into the game. It phased out of that. Oh, no, wait, it'll be the next one. Hold on. But yeah, even if you've missed out on the first half of FIFA 17, there's still so much you can do. I mean, so much. I've already got more on this account in way less time than I did on my Road to Glory last year, and there's still plenty of time for you to do the same. You know what I mean? There's still a lot of stuff to come about. I would say don't give up on FIFA 17. Keep playing, keep grinding. You'll be able to get there. No problem at all. Benjamin Woodward says, hey, Neb, hope you read this comment. If you get a 1 to watch in a draft, and then they get upgraded the next week, do you still have the draft? Will it get upgraded? Love your vids, keep up good work. Unfortunately, dude, well, not even unfortunately, it makes sense, but you can't get 1s to watches in draft. So that kind of answers that question right there. Matthew McQuaid says, are you going to sell Ronaldo after this weekend league or include him in your main team? My initial instinct is that I want to include him in the main team. I've really enjoyed using Ronaldo, and I'm really enjoying this Suarez as well. So I'm unsure how to proceed. After this weekend league, I'm going to sell everything that I don't want. I'm going to keep everything that I do want. And then I'm going to try and build a team that's going to work. You know what I mean? I'm going to try and build a team that I think is going to be a lot of fun. That's my aim. Was that the disconnect loss there? You might have already seen the disconnect loss, guys. It was in there somewhere where I matched up against a guy. It phased out like it did just there, and then boom, you've been disconnected from the EA servers. I definitely want to put Ronaldo into the main team. You know, there are a few players in this game that I'm absolutely in love with right now. Ibra, Hazard, Ronaldo are 3 of those players. Obviously, I would also want to use this Suarez card because it's awesome. I'm open to changing the midfield and the defence to fit everyone in. So we're going to have a look around. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to see what we've got available to us in the club. And I'm going to try and build a team that either starts Ronaldo on 7 chem or Hazard on 7 chem, or where I just sub them on straight away in the game and play with them. But ultimately, Ronaldo's just too good. And I think the attack of Ronaldo, Ibra and Hazard could well be one of the most deadly attacks I'm ever going to see. So until Team of the Season comes around, and then obviously I'll be able to change things up. And having Ronaldo is always nice because his value doesn't fluctuate too much, especially this year. And even if it does go down towards, towards the fact that... wait, have I left have I left a huge clip in here? There's like a real huge clip here. I think I've left like a massive clip in. That's really bad of me if I have done, but we'll see what it is. But yeah, you know, I want to have the best team of the season players. Oh no, this is the guy that I disconnected on. Here you go. This is why the clip's so huge. We come up against fat balls here. You've got a good team, and Aki Williams, Bruno, Ronaldo, the blue Suarez, really nice defense. We get to this stage, his team name's Gold 2, we get to here, it phases out, and boom, you have been kicked off from the EA servers. So I wanted to check, was it me or was it EA, you know what I mean? And obviously I'm still signed into Xbox Live because it doesn't sign me out. I'm able to sign straight back into Ultimate Team, just really gutted, guys, really gutted. But yeah, Ronaldo's just too good of a player to sell. But in terms of Team of the Season, when I might want 1 million coins, or even if it goes down to 800,000 or 1.1 million or something, I've always got the opportunity to just sell him and buy whatever Team of the Season player I want that will fit into the team, because there will be very few players worth more than 1.1 million coins for Team of the Season. So we'll be able to basically get anyone we want at any given time. Next comment was from Hamad Adepipe. He says, hey Nep, what would you think of EA introducing special stadiums with gold elite monthly rewards, as well as the rewards and special kits? Imagine getting an untradeable special stadium, like a Champions League stadium, for example, that you always see in UCL intro on TV. I think it would be cool. It's easy enough for EA to create new stadiums, and if that is something, shows your opponent you're a top tier player. Love the vids and keep up the entertaining content. Well, thank you for the kind words, dude. And I mean, to answer you simply, like, yeah, I think that'd be awesome. But to go into a bit more detail here, EA must know, right? They must know that when you match up against someone with a kit that is not regular, people back out, right? So if you have even if you had a gold FUT Champions kit, people would probably still back out against you, and that's an easy kit to get. You only need to get like 15 wins a week, 17 or 18 wins a week, sorry, to get the gold kit. It's not that, you know, it's not overly difficult to get that one. And people even back out when you see SBC kits. People back out when you see the kit that you got for just playing FIFA. Literally for just signing up to FIFA. You got that red kit that everyone got this month, and people back out when they see that. So instead of offering us kits as rewards, because we can't really wear them because you just struggle to get games, offer us different things as rewards. A special ball, a special stadium, a special badge. Not that, I mean, I don't know if right now you can't see badges, so badges might be good. Yeah, just change a little something different, you know what I mean? A little something different. I know we have the red players, which is pretty awesome because by then it's too late. If you see that, you know, it's like, oh crap, this guy's got these red players, he's pretty good. But yeah, I agree with you, dude. I think they like brand new stadiums for where you finish in FUT Champs would be very well received. Cooper McGrath says, Nep, because we are drawing near Team of the Season, Player of the Month cards are becoming a little bit less relevant. Knowing that most of them will get a Team of the Season card in a few months, do you think that EA might release an SBC when Team of the Season comes, where we'll put a Player of the Month and a few other items, and in return we will get a Team of the Season card? It might be a bit overpowered, but they can make them hard to achieve or untradeable, and I think everyone will be happy with that. I've left this comment on a few videos. I'd love to get your opinion. Always keep up the good work. The series is unreal. Well, thank you for the kind words again, dude. Just to anyone that might feel like their comment gets overlooked, as I explained in the last video, there are several. Like, I have still 7 more comments that I want to read, and I'm running out of time. So there might be a situation where I have picked your comment to read because I find it to be interesting and relevant, and I just run out of time to talk about it. So don't get disheartened if you feel like I'm ignoring you or not reading what you've got to say. Just keep trying. Hopefully, eventually, I'll get through you know, all of the most important stuff that comes. I don't know if they'll do that. I wouldn't say the Player of the Month cards are becoming irrelevant either. Like, yeah, sure. Ibrahimovic might get a Team of the Season card. It might be a 97 or a 98 rated card, and it might just be absolutely spectacular. But I would probably still keep my Player of the Month Ibrahimovic because it's great. There's no need to change it. You know, I think for people that don't spend as much time as me on this game and that don't spend money on this game, that have that 1 or 2 Player of the Month cards, I think they're so important to them that it's like, I don't know, let's say you've only done 2 Player of the Months. Let's say you've done Sterling and Son and you've never had enough money to be able to afford any of the other ones. And Team of the Season comes around and EA say, hey, if you trade in your, you know, 1 Player of the Month plus 2 BPL informs plus an 84 rated squad, you could get a guaranteed BPL Team of the Season card untradeable. And would you do that? Possibly you would, but what if you got that, you know, Heaton, the goalkeeper, who's 86 rated and just utter garbage? You'll be like, well, holy crap, I didn't want to do that. He's worth 12k. I don't think it would be something that people would actually be interested in unless they had a lot of things. Especially card collectors. I don't think card collectors would trade in their Player of the Months for Team of the Seasons when they could just get the Team of the Seasons off the markets. What I do think will happen is I think EA will do an SBC for a Team of the Season, just like they've done with these, you know, the Suarez, the Jonas, the Giovincos. I think they'll do, like last year we had tournaments and you had to win the tournament and you won an SBC, you won a Team of the Season card, untradeable, really good stats that wasn't in the actual Team of the Season. I think this year they'll do, they might do it in tournaments as well because you got the kit this week, right, for the tournament, but I think they'll do SBC, so you'll just do an SBC for one random, you know, for this Team of the Season player. But I'm excited for it. Going back to what I was talking about earlier, I'm excited for Team of the Season because there's so much new stuff in the game this year that there's so much scope for EA to do amazing things. It's going to be the best time of the year this year in FIFA. We are going to have the absolute best time during Team of the Season, and I can't wait for it. I genuinely can't wait. Charlton Jones says, hey Nep, huge fan. Is there a glitch in FIFA at the moment? Because I packed downgraded Pepe Reina and it was a medium flare. Please investigate. Much love from South Africa. So the issue here, dude, is, and it's the same with the buy now prices and stuff. EA have updated the cards. They've changed some rares to commons, some commons to rares, and they've upgraded the stats. But that's all they've changed. They haven't changed the flare that comes out of the pack. They haven't changed the price ranges of the player. You know, if you right now you can get like a new rare card that used to be a common, and you can sell him for 350 coins when he discards for 600 coins. So I think they're just they've messed up a little bit here. I wouldn't say it's a glitch, and it's definitely not game breaking or doesn't affect anyone or change anything. But yeah, I think there is a little issue there with a few things that EA have overlooked. Daniel Wilson says, "Hey Nep, I was just wondering why you stopped being a skiller." This might be an irrelevant question, but I just wondered. Love your work, man. Keep it up. The way I try and play FIFA is just to fit in with the meta of how FIFA is to be played. So back in FIFA 11, because there was no there's legacy defending and there's the other defending, right? One of them now you have to use online, and it basically allows the AI to defend for you. And that was introduced into FIFA 12. So in FIFA 11, when people had to manually defend, they didn't have a choice. You literally had to manually defend everything. Skilling was so overpowered because the skill moves would beat defenders that basically didn't know how to defend. So it became ridiculously easy to do things. On top of that, there was no divisions in FIFA 11. There was just cups and singles. That's it. You could play cup matches or you could play single matches. So the cups were traditionally the hardest thing to win. But most people just played singles. So what would happen is you'd go into singles, you'd come up against dudes that, you know, bad teams, bad chemistry, because you could see all that back then. And it was easy to skill on these guys because they didn't know how to play the game. They weren't very good at the game. You know, they didn't understand the mechanics and stuff. And skilling was just overly overpowered. As the game developed and EA changed the defending, they added contain, they basically made the AI defend for people. Skilling no longer works because unless you know that somebody is using that defender to defend, doing a skill move on them, if they're just using contain, you'll just do a skill move straight into them. Some skillers are still quite effective, but it's an art that died out, and it's pretty sad. But basically the reason why I stopped is because I had to adapt my gameplay to stay current within the game. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be a YouTuber right now if I continued skilling, because it just my career would never have developed this far. Cosmic PvP is live says, "Hey Nep, how much subs you got?" I was guessing about 1 to 2 mil, maybe. No, unfortunately, only 200k. What the f? This is my second channel. I did have a main channel that has almost 1.5 million subs on it. But you'll find, for me personally, once I hit the milestone of 1 million subs. I'm not overly concerned with the number of subs I get. I'm concerned with the content that I'm putting out and the fact that I'm making entertaining and watchable content. That means more to me than any numbers or anything like that. Obviously, I would love to get 10 million subs. I'd love to get that diamond plaque. It's probably never going to happen for me, unfortunately. You know, it's just one of those situations. But yeah, I'm grateful for the 200-odd thousand that are on this channel, for the 1.5 million that are on the main channel. It's enough for me, dude. It's enough for me. But anyway, guys, as I said, we got to 9-1 this batch of 10 games with another DC loss. 2 in this weekend. I've never had more than 1 the whole of Foot Champs before this. So we're back up to a good stance. But I'm going to go into a live section again right now, guys, and talk about the team and the gameplay. I will be right back. Okay guys, as promised, at the end of every batch of 10 games, I was going to give like a live recap of the 10 games. First of all, apologies for the lighting. It's just so bright through that window. So yeah, I need to order like a proper blind, because it's a slanted window. So I need to order a blind that, like a slanter blind, so it like hooks on rather than just drops down. But haven't got around to doing that yet. And apologies for the new desk in the way. Just sorting out my office a little bit, changing a few things around. But anyways, you know, when we come to the first 10 games, we won 9 and lost 1 through a disconnect that we was winning, and it was late in the game. Arguably would have won that game. So we went 9-1 in the first 10. We then had a horrible batch of 10 games, winning 5 and losing 5, and that was my Saturday games. And as per usual, Saturday, I just struggle on Saturdays. I might have to stop playing Saturdays. And then this next batch of 10 games that we've just seen now, we've just seen the gameplay for, once again I won 9 and I lost 1, and that one loss was a disconnect again. So, you know, I'm starting to see patterns emerge. We're currently 23-7, 2 of those were disconnects, so theoretically should be the 25-5 or 23-5 with 2 extra games. I thought the elite dream had gone. You know what I mean? I thought it was over. I was like, when we were 14-6. I was literally like, okay, I'm screwed. Like, I'm not going to get elite. But I've pulled it out of the bag. I've got 9 wins out of the last 10. And again, that one was a disconnect. One of the biggest things that I started doing is in-game, I've started pausing it instantly and swapping Bale and Ronaldo. The reason why I did that is because I felt like Bale was just missing a few too many key opportunities. what I noticed from that was that it worked, but not only did it work for getting Bale more involved, it just worked better for the team. For some reason, I scored, I had a really good goal to game ratio with Ronaldo. He had like 44 games and 48 goals or something, or 42 games and 48 goals. And his goals contributions have come down a lot, which I don't mind because Bale is now picking up the slack. Bale started scoring a hell of a lot more. It doesn't look great because of how many games I left him on the right wing and he didn't play too well. But he's got 19 goals and 24 assists in 54 games. It's not too bad considering he was right forward for a while. And then Suarez, he's still coming strong. His goal to game ratio is getting back to being at a point where it's, 1 goal per game. We're still 39 goals away from that. But this attacking trio is just spectacular. The midfield is great. I initially had Casemiro in the middle. My problem is when I play with this formation specifically, my central centre midfielder is always the attacking midfielder. So Casemiro just kept letting me down time and time again in front of goals. So I swapped them around, put James Rodriguez in the middle instead. We started performing far better. During the batch of the 10 games where we lost 5, I wasn't swapping around Bale and Ronaldo, and I had James Rodriguez on one side. I actually had it like this. This is how I had the midfield set up, but now I've swapped them around. And even though it's such a small change, it made such a big difference just having a goal scorer in that midfield spot. And saying that, he's done nothing. 23 games, 2 goals, 3 assists. I think you'll see Modric very much the same. Look at that, 37 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. And Casemiro, 26 games, 2 goals, 4 assists. This midfield does not get involved. When you look at that goal tally, right, let's now look at the left back. 2 goals, 1 assist from Alba. Very similar to, in fact, I think that's identical to Modric. 1 goal, 2 assists for Modric, 2 goals, 1 assist for Alba. Martinez there, no goals, no assists, standard. And Juan Fran only the 5 assists. But our fourth highest goal scorer in this team is actually Rafa Varane. He's got 4 goals and 3 assists. He just seems to pop up in the right position from corners over and over again. I've never seen a goal-scoring defender quite like him, and it makes me super tempted to keep him in the team. So I don't know how I'm going to do that when we come out of this weekend league. But there you have it, guys. This is a team. I'll show you. I'll show you the FUT Champs right now. As I said, I had thought that my FUT Champs run was going to be a Gold 1 run again this week, which would have been disappointing. I'm not saying I'm definitely going to get elite, but I need 6 wins from 10 games to get 29. If I finish on 28 or even 27, I'll be livid just because of those 2 disconnect losses. But 6 wins from 10 games, I really should be able to manage that. When we look at the leaderboards, I actually want to see where Bateson and stuff is. Medibob, my man Medibob is there in at number 5. Congratulations to him. Bateson's still number 10th in the world. That's mental. There's Giggsy there up at 36 wins. I want to see Marshall in here. There's Marshall as well, 35 wins for Marshall. It's awesome to see these YouTubers in there, dudes. It's awesome. But when we look at my rank, so we've got 23 wins right now. We just need 6 wins from 10 games to get elite for the week. I can get elite 2 still. If I do another 9-1 run, I'll get elite 2. But I'm genuinely only looking for elite 3 this weekend after how bad the middle patch was and with the 2 DC losses. But then most importantly, dudes, for the month, we are just 4 wins away from elite 1. Not that it makes any difference. Like in monthly, elite is just elite. But it would be good to just keep up the tradition of getting elite 1 every month. So we've got 10 games to get 4 wins for elite 1 and 6 wins for elite 3 on the week. And although my win ratio probably isn't quite as high as it was last month, I had 2 horrendous weeks this month, 2 just really bad weeks. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. For now, guys, I'm out. Peace.